Salute to everyone. This is your boy King Jr. Got some more boxing news for y'all. So let's get into this. Teofimo Lopez basically said in a statement on Boxing News 24 and other boxing media platforms online, it states that Gervonta Tank Davis can't box. He said, "What do you think Tank will try to do? Press me? If he doesn't press me, he'll try and box me. And he's not good at boxing. He's not a boxer. People don't understand this. He grew up in a head-banging gym in D.C., and he used to put tires on the floor, put their foot in the middle of the tire, and bang it out." If you guys don't know what he's saying about that, I do see a lot of guys, they do videos on it. They train in a tire. It basically gets you prepared to fight on the inside better. What would you do if your opponent stepped to you and you step to your opponent? Basically gets you better fighting on the inside. But that's a whole different subject. So Teofimo Lopez, the main part, he said Gervonta Tank Davis can't box. I have to disagree. I think Gervonta Tank Davis can box. The reason why people said, well, some of the diehard boxing fans believe that he can't box because of his height and size. Because if Gervonta Tank Davis was 5'10 with the 74, 75-inch arm reach, he would be the most feared boxer in all the weight divisions today. He will outbox Devin Haney. He would outbox Shakur Stevenson. He will outbox every single opponent in front of everybody. You put Gervonta Tank Davis at that height and at that arm reach and in any weight class, he dominates anybody. I don't know about Deontay Wilder, but that's a questionable statement right there, because apparently Gervonta Tank Davis, for his size, is stronger than Deontay Wilder. But back to this Teofimo Lopez situation. Teofimo Lopez, who said that you can box? Who says that you can really box? Because last time I checked, you had a fight at 140 and you struggled against Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin was the guy that beat Mikey Garcia and made him retire. And you didn't look that good in the Sandor Martin fight. And you didn't look that good in the George Kambosos Jr. fight. All you had to do was outbox George Kambosos Jr. and you didn't do that. He was making you look amateurish. And Teofimo Lopez, you was trying to make a statement fighting at opponent level. What type of idiot wants to fight at his opponent's level? That makes no sense. You want to exceed over your opponent's level. You don't fight small. You don't fight big with your opponent. You try to fight with your opponent. You try to mimic what he do. That's not going to work every time. When you get in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis, you're going to find out how good his boxing ability is. But Gervonta Davis doesn't have to box, because you know why? His power makes up for it. Deontay Wilder doesn't have to box, because you know why? His power makes up for it. Because when you have an attribute that is stronger than all the other attributes, but if you apply pressure to all those attributes and focus on your strong attribute, you don't have to worry about a lot of things. Teofimo Lopez, your strongest attribute is basically fighting over your opponent's level. I'm not saying you can't box, but you can, but you just don't show it. It looks like sometimes you don't even try in some of your matches. It looks like you're not motivated enough or something. But some fights, Teofimo Lopez look good. Some fights, he looks trash. Lomachenko fight, he looked great. Richard Comey fight, he looked great. Sandor Martin fight, looked at absolutely hot garbage. Josh Taylor fight, looked at like a completely whole different fighter. Looked at like a monster in the ring when he fought against Josh Taylor. But to say that Gervonta Tank Davis can't box, that man can box. That man is an all-around boxing superstar. He can box. His power just overrides his boxing ability. Gervonta Tank Davis can box. He boxes better than Manny Pacquiao, and him and Manny Pacquiao are the same size. No slight to Manny Pacquiao, but Manny Pacquiao wasn't considered a boxer in my opinion. Manny Pacquiao was considered a straight come-forward fighter with a lot of power. Manny Pacquiao was not about the boxing. He was about getting you up out of there. And if Manny Pacquiao did win by boxing, Manny Pacquiao had great ring generalship. That's why Manny Pacquiao won a lot of fights that he shouldn't have won, but he won. But Teofimo Lopez thinks that he can beat Gervonta Davis. I don't think he can beat Gervonta Davis. Now, do I believe that he's a better counterpuncher than Gervonta Tank Davis? No. I don't think he's a better counterpuncher than Gervonta Tank Davis. At a certain range, Teofimo Lopez might be better at counterpunching if you put Gervonta Tank Davis at a certain range because of his arm reach. But I don't think that he's a better counterpuncher than Gervonta Tank Davis. Because if you guys go back to that Ryan Garcia fight, Gervonta Tank Davis was making Ryan Garcia throw all these left looping hooks, right looping hooks, and Ryan Garcia was missing a whole bunch of them. And Gervonta Tank Davis's timing and speed is crazy. He got Ryan Garcia so fast, I barely even see that punch when he knocked him down. Gervonta Tank Davis' timing and speed and punch placement is ridiculous. That's a hard guy to beat. Now, a lot of people say that Shakur Stevenson beats Gervonta Tank Davis because he mimics the style of Andre Ward. Well, that could be the closest thing that could beat Gervonta Tank Davis. But Shakur Stevenson is no bigger than Gervonta Tank Davis. He's 5'6", with a 69, 70-inch arm reach. I don't even think his arm reach is 70. I think it's like 69 or something. So that style and Haney's style will rival with Gervonta Tank Davis. But Teofimo Lopez, you stand flat-footed at times. You show signs that you want to fight at your opponent's level. You're not as great as a counterpuncher than Gervonta Tank Davis. You're not as highly skilled in ring IQ than Gervonta Tank Davis, because I feel like there was opponents that you should have got up out of there, but you didn't get up out of there. You should have got Sandor Martin up out of there. You should have got Josh Taylor up out of there. Despite how good Josh Taylor is and despite how good a performance you put on there, you should have got him up out of there, because Teofimo Lopez does have power. Now, I do believe Gervonta Tank Davis takes your power because Gervonta Tank Davis seems to have a granite chin. But the question is, can you take Gervonta Tank Davis's power? No. No fighter in the ring has really taken Gervonta Tank Davis' power like anything. The only fighter that took Gervonta Tank Davis's power is Isaac Pitbull Cruz. But that was a weird fight because Isaac Pitbull Cruz is shorter than Gervonta Tank Davis. But Isaac Pitbull Cruz, and a lot of people doesn't give him credit for, is he's got good defense. Okay? If you look at certain rounds in the fight, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Gervonta Tank Davis was trying to land that uppercut. He got a few of them in, but it wasn't good, clean uppercuts. Isaac Pitbull Cruz kept his guard very, very tight, so those big punches wouldn't get to him. And that's the only man that survived against Gervonta Tank Davis. But at the end of the day, Teofimo Lopez says Gervonta Tank Davis can't box. He's limited. He only fights close on the inside. Even if Gervonta Tank Davis fights you close on the inside, that would be a bad disadvantage for Teofimo Lopez, because we've seen what happened when Ryan got too close. He got hit with a shot that he didn't see, and he thought he can continue, and his ass got floored. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, that's my thoughts on it, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on your way in and on your way out. This is your boy King Jr. We will be back with some more boxing news. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.